Now, just how far could you get on the kindness of strangers? Would you be willing to give someone you'd never even met a lift or a bed for the night? Well, one man decided to put it to the test. Film producer Leon Logothetis travelled around Britain on just £5 a day, and he's captured this experience on camera.
We're going to Cardiff, but we'll go wherever you go. Swansea is near Cardiff, right?
Well, it's going to follow my own.
Okay. Yeah?
Good boys.
Yes! Thank you, God! Yeah, I'm doing a documentary where I have to travel around England for £5 a day.
Well, you took a wrong turn somewhere, because you're in Scotland at the moment.
And Leon, the arch blagger, joins me now. Good morning, Leon.
Morning.
Now, you set out to find out how generous people were and if there were any regional differences, didn't you? What did you find?
I found that people were very generous in many respects, and some people not so much, but I mean in the UK they were very generous. And regionally, kind of stereotypically, North was a bit nicer than South.
You've opened a can of worms there.
Yeah.
What is the art of blagging to do this kind of job?
Well, you kind of got to make people feel a little bit sorry for you, and to be as genuine as possible. And that's really the two things that I used to get as much as I could.
So how did you make people feel sorry for you?
Well, when you haven't eaten for a couple of days, it's not that difficult.
Did you actually have to sleep rough?
No, no, we made it very clear that I wouldn't sleep rough, I wouldn't accept money from anyone. This was entertainment, and we didn't want to take away from the fact that there are people out there that really do have to live on less than £5 a day.
Yeah, you also did this experiment in the US, didn't you? Let's have a look at how you got on there.
Okay.
I'm bringing a whole bunch of people home from London to come eat your chicken.
Was it easier in the States because you had that kind of British novelty value?
Absolutely, 100% easier, no doubt.
So are the Americans more generous, or were you just lucky because you were interesting because you were different?
I must say that I think the Americans were more generous.
Really?
Yes.
In what way? What happened?
They were just much more willing to open up their homes to me. I mean, I spent maybe 3 or 4 nights with people that I just met totally randomly. I met one lady in Chicago who gave me the keys to her house, and she wasn't even going to be in the house. She gave me the keys and said, look, next morning, just put them in a flower pot and I'll come back and get them.
When you do that kind of thing and you're putting yourself out there, you must put yourself in some risk.
To a certain degree, but you've got to kind of know who you're speaking to and be a little bit aware and not speak to specific people and then other people that you kind of feel close to. And you can kind of do it that way. That's the way I did it. It's instinctual, let's say.
So overall, has this made you happier about the nature of humankind or not?
Much happier. Much happier.
Well, thank you very much for coming. I believe you're going to show a documentary later on of your experiences,
yes,
aren't you?
Yes.
And good luck with your travels. We've got a car to take you home, so you'll be all right.
Okay,
Thank you very much for coming in, Leon.
Thank you.
So more news in brief now. Postcom has announced that from next